Along the line, I have been wondering the best way to make decent money, righteous money, easily and fastly. In other words, in a smarter way. Okay, I've been researching about that, and one of the things that I've come across is what we call it interest. Okay, but the interest, there are two kinds. We have the simple interest and the compound interest. Okay, so which one is good for making money easily and fastly, in other words, in a smarter way? Now, what I came across is what I want to share with you. Yes, I come to look at some of the reasons why you have to center your creation of wealth around compound interest. So compound interest is far better than simple interest. Okay, so you're going to look at some of the reasons or ways you can make or generate massive wealth through the principle of compound interest. Okay, now let's take some thought from some of our fathers who have graced the world. Okay, the first one is Albert Einstein. Yes, I believe you remember him, what he has done, and his legacy within the world. Albert Einstein said, or he called compound interest as the most powerful force in the universe. Now, Albert Einstein said compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe, in the whole world. He didn't make mention of atomic bomb or nuclear bombs or what kind of bombs, chemical bombs. No, he said compound interest is the most powerful force in the world, and so, or in the universe. And so we can imagine the weight or the force or the strength of compound interest. It simply means that if you want to create wealth, the force, the energy you need is compound interest, not your strength, but compound interest. Now, one also thought from Warren Buffett, who is termed as the most successful investor of all time. Warren Buffett, he says, "My wealth has come from a combination of living in America, some lucky gems, and compound interest." So, when you list the first 10 billionaires in the world, Warren Buffett is within that range, and he is termed as the most successful investor in the whole world. Okay, now this is his lesson or his thought. He said that his wealth has come from living in America, some lucky gems, and then compound interest. And so you can't make good money in a faster way without making use of compound interest. Now, the last person that I would like us to look at is one person called Benjamin Franklin. He described compound interest as money makes money, and the money that makes money. Do you understand this sentence? Money makes money, and the money that makes money. That is the simplest definition or explanation of compound interest. It means that you use money to make money. That is, you are going to get interest or profit on the money, and then that profit is also going to make money. So money makes money, and the money that makes money. And so you can't create wealth without putting into force the concept of compound interest. Now, let me give you just 8 ways or reasons why you have to create your wealth around the principle of compound interest. The first point is that anyone can benefit from compound interest. In other words, compound interest is the great equalizer. Anyone, irrespective of your race, irrespective of your location, irrespective of your mindset, anyone, as long as you understand the principle of compound interest and put it into use, you can benefit from it. So anyone can benefit from compound interest. Don't limit yourself. Don't let anybody pull you down or pull you back. Just understand, research something about compound interest and how best you can use it to make great wealth. Okay. The second point, that is the point 2, is that compound interest is a double-edged sword. You know sword? A sword is something like a machete or cutlass that can cut from this side and then also cut from the other edge. So it's a double-edged sword. That is the point 2, that compound interest is a double-edged sword. It simply means that compound interest can work for you and it can also work against you. You see, when you go for loans or borrow money from most of the financial institutions, when you borrow, they give you money with an interest. Interest means that the money that you borrow, you bring it back and add something to it. Okay. The same way, when you put money in the bank, when you invest in the bank will add interest to your money. Okay. It means that when you are going to collect your money back, the bank will add something small to it. That is the interest. That is why this point 2 is saying that compound interest is a double-edged sword, so it can work for you and it can work against you. So my point is that always make sure that compound interest works for you. If not, you are. So make sure that compound interest works for you. That's the best way to go. Now the point 3 is also saying that compound interest lets you sleep well at night. Yes, when compound interest is working for you, you sleep well. Even when you don't want to sleep, the sleep will come by itself. So compound interest in this form will also give you peace of mind, and then you can live a better and longer life. That is the principle of compound interest. It lets you sleep well at night. You will not be dreaming that some tiger is catching you or some tiger is going to eat you. No. Compound interest will give you peace of mind. You can sleep and sleep well. That is compound interest. So make sure you work your life around compound interest. Now, 4th point says that compound interest teaches you patience. Yes. Compound interest is not a magical system. It's not a magical way of making money. It's a good systematic way of making wealth or growing wealth systematically. In other words, piece by piece, piece by piece. If we're interested in what we call it, fraud or 419 or scam, whatever, compound interest is not your friend, because compound interest is not for fraudsters. It's for genuine people who want to create wealth over time. That is the concept of compound interest. So compound interest teaches you patience. When you invest, when you build your wealth around compound interest, you have to allow it to mature. If say you invest $1,000 with a bank or financial institution for 2 years, you have to make sure that the 2 years comes to end or it bursts or it matures before you go and withdraw your money. That is the element of compound interest, teaching you patience. So with compound interest, you are rest assured that you create wealth or you make money, but not in a hasty way. Okay. The 5th point is that don't let small or low interest discourage you. Don't let small or low interest rate discourage you. Yes, that's one thing that some of our friends have been talking about, that compound interest, or when they want to invest, they don't get say 20, 25 or 30 interest rate. No, compound interest will not give you that. Compound interest may give you 6% or 7 or even 6.5 at times 4. But don't be discouraged. Don't run away from that. Don't shine that opportunity. Compound interest, irrespective of the rate, as long as it's compounding, especially when the compounding period are small, say every month it's turning over, it's turning around. That's the best way to make money. So when you are investing, don't discourage small interest rate, but rather go into it and then try to make sure that the rate of compound or the period of compounding is smaller. If it compounds every year and then if it compounds every month, it's better to go for the monthly compounding. That's the best way to grow wealth. Okay. So the 6th point is also saying that it adds up faster than you think. Yes, it's almost a link up to the 5th point. Compound interest adds up faster. That is, it grows faster than you think. So irrespective of the size of your principal for investing, compound interest will make it big and bigger. So don't think that, oh, I have just 100 cedis or $100 or 100 CFA or 100 rand or 100 naira. It's too small to be invested. No, just investing. The 100 units of currency with proper compounding, you make some money at the end of the day. So take this into practice and then let's live a happy life. Now the 7th point is in that compounding interest or compound interest can save case generation. Yes, you see, there is a principle of generational wealth for which in a part of the world it's not anything to write home about. Notwithstanding, the best way to grow wealth for our case for our next generation is through compound interest. Yes, let's assume you give birth to a child and you are able to just even invest just $1,000 for a child. By the time the child gets 10, 15 or 20 years, that money should have been bigger than anything else. And say it compounded even every quarter of the year by just 5%. That will be a huge money. And so if you want to save our case or the next generation, one of the best ways that we can do that is to put in place the principle of compounding interest. Let's grow, let's fertile their beginning, and it will be a good thing that we've done. Let's also look at the last point that I want to encourage you with respect to compounding interest. Say that compound interest teaches and rewards discipline. Yes. You see, the points are almost interconnected, but this one is saying that teaches and rewards discipline. If you are not disciplined, you can't be a friend to compound interest. Compound interest is a discipline principle, and so you have to be disciplined in order to get your reward from compound interest. It also means that if you invest for 2 years, if you invest for 3 years, if you invest for 10 years, you have to allow the investment to mature. Don't terminate the investment. Anything that you go in with investment, be this way. Even if you are dying, let the investment grow, and then dying will be there. You are not the only one to die and leave resources or investment around. Okay. If you are dying, just die and leave it there for the next generation. These are the 8 concepts that I want you to understand and motivate you with respect to compound interest. In all, what I want you to understand is that you can grow massive wealth with compound interest. Compound interest is the best friend for wealth creation. Compound interest is the best tool that can be used to create wealth. So anything with respect to wealth, make sure you come in contact with compound interest. Don't be discouraged with compound interest. Thank you for watching my videos, and let your comments come. Kindly share my videos too, and then subscribe.